SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman is a somewhat infamous 3D platformer collectathon that ain't all that bad, really. It features our poorest protagonist on a routine day when he suddenly and accidentally frees a ghostly pirate from his slumber. He then sets about recapturing said villain while also bumming around Bikini Bottom, doing random chores, and seeing the sights. To be fair, doing random chores and seeing the sights is good stuff. The game has a large quantity of dynamic, lively interactions between the characters and environment. There's so much attention to detail, optional dialogue, and a general slice-of-life spongy whimsy. You play superheroes with Patrick, deliver food for Mr. Krabs, shop at Squidward's lazy yard sale, practice karate with Sandy, visit a theme park, and all of it is so playful. Like, yeah, there's the aforementioned overarching plot, but when SpongeBob visits Chum World, he's actually just going there because it sounds fun. When he smacks a collectible out of Patrick and tells him not to stuff that in his mouth, it's just because they're friends. He jellyfishes just because he loves jellyfishing, frolics on the beach because he loves the beach, and the actual game objectives are incidental. That's probably the biggest praise I can offer Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. Nothing just feels like a game objective. I was flying around in the construction site in my Mermaid Man outfit just because I liked the music and the feeling of throwing water balls. I caught so many more jellyfish than were necessary just because I wanted to. Other SpongeBob platformers are far too focused on being big, explosive, bombastic, pow pow, bam bam, capital G games. Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, on the other hand, is SpongeBob media first, and a 3D platformer second, for the better. Though that's not to say it's a bad 3D platformer either. While not nearly as challenging or polished as its successors, it still features plenty of interactive environmental set pieces, thoughtful shortcuts, and toys with its mechanics in clever ways. If you're here purely to experience the game design, you're still probably not going to have a great impression, but if you take this design as secondary to the atmosphere, it's a lot easier to enjoy. But, you know, I'm not blind or anything, alright? The game has real problems. Nearly every character is off-model, the animations, while plainly high effort, are uncanny in the extreme, the simplistic plot somehow features several inconsistencies, and the heavily advertised costume mechanic is miserable. There are so few uses for the Mermaid Man, Reef Blower, and standard outfits, leaving the game unfairly biased toward the jellyfishing costume. There are plenty of just plain oddities too, like these lifeguard towers growing out of the ground, or character animations not playing properly. Basically, the game looks, sounds, and feels like a big dumb mess, but I'm still comfortable calling it a good SpongeBob game. And that's because, however comically crude it might be, it cares about SpongeBob. It's charming, crazy, juvenile, and joyful.